Hello students, we are studying the lesson angles, and in the previous lecture we have studied how to give name to an angle, what is meant by the vertex of an angle, and what are the arms of the angle. So how to give name to an angle? By using three alphabets of capital letters. And the point where these two lines meet each other, this point is called as the vertex, and these two lines are called as the arms of the angle. And what is the symbol for the word angle? This is the symbol for the word angle. Every time while writing the name, you have to write this symbol also, compulsory. And whatever type of angle it is, whether it is acute, obtuse or right angle, symbol will not change. Symbol will be same for all the types of angles. Now in the next topic we have to study about the protractor and how to measure the angle, how to measure the given angle. So this instrument which you must have seen in your geometry box is called as a protractor. Protractor. Understood? See, it looks like this. The instrument you must have seen in your geometry box. So this is called as protractor. Now, what is a protractor and what is the use of the protractor? So, let's study. A protractor is used to measure an angle and also to draw an angle according to a given measure. Means if one angle is given to you, suppose this is the angle, and if you want to measure the measurement of this angle, so you have to use this instrument which is called as protractor. Or if you want to draw an angle according to a certain measurement, if some measurement is given to you and you have to draw the angle of that measurement, then also we need to use this instrument which is called as protractor. It is called as protractor. If someone asks you to draw a line segment, then we use a scale, and by using the numbers on the scale we can draw a segment of the desired length. Or if a segment is given to you and if you are asked to measure it, then we measure it like this: 0 to 6 centimeter. So scale is used for measuring such a straight line, and for measuring the angles, protractor is used. Understood? The picture opposite shows a protractor. So this is the protractor. A protractor is semicircular in shape. What is the shape of the protractor? It is semicircle. Circle means complete circle, and half part of circle is called as semicircle. So the shape of the protractor is a semicircle. The semicircular edge of a protractor is divided into 180 equal parts. Okay, semicircular edge means this one. So this semicircular edge, it is divided into 180 equal parts. So see here, you can see the counting from 0, and these small lines, they continue, and total there are 180 equal parts of this semicircular edge. Edge means what? The boundary of the semicircle. This boundary is called as the edge of the semicircle, and this edge is divided into 180 equal parts, and each part is called 1 degree. Each part is 1 degree, and 1 degree, this word is written as 1 and a small circle above this number. How to write the word degree in symbol? First write the number, whichever number is there, and above that number you have to draw a small circle. So how you will read this? 1 degree. And what is the meaning of 1 degree? each part on this semicircle is called as 1 degree. Means 10 parts are there, then 10 degree. 20 parts are there from 0, then 20 degree. If 60 part from 0, then 60 degree, and so on. So total there are 180 parts. The divisions on a protractor, that is the degrees, can be marked in two ways. The divisions 0, 10, 20, 30 up to 180 are marked anti-clockwise, that is from right to left, and the divisions 0 to 180 are also marked clockwise or serially from left to right. So you can clearly see here some numbers are written here also and some numbers are written outside also. So 0 to 180, first it is marked from left to right. So from left to right means clockwise direction. Understood? And also the numbers are marked from 0 to 180 from right to left. Means in anti-clockwise direction also. In clockwise direction also the degrees are marked, and in anti-clockwise direction also the numbers are marked on the protractor. Now why these numbers are marked two times, that we are going to learn very soon. What is the need of double marking? That requirement we will see very soon. Now, the center of the circle of which the protractor is a half part is called the center of the protractor. Now see here. Semicircle means what? It is half part of a complete circle, and a complete circle is drawn by using a center. So the center of the complete circle is also the center for the protractor. Protractor means what? Semicircle. Semicircle किससे बनता है? एक complete circle का half part होता है वो. पर कंप्लीट सर्कल बनाने के लिए एक सेंटर की ज़रूरत होती है, जहां हम हमारा कंपास रखते हैं और फिर हम सेंटर ड्रॉ करते हैं. सी दिस इज अ कंपास. वी keep it here at one point and we draw a circle. So wherever we keep this compass, that point is called as the center of the circle. तो वो जो सेंटर होता है सर्कल का, वही सेंटर रहेगा हमारे प्रोट्रैक्टर का. और वो सेंटर कहाँ है? ये वाला पॉइंट जो है, इसको बोलते हैं सेंटर ऑफ द प्रोट्रैक्टर. दिस center point where this line and this line they touch each other, this point is called as the center of the protractor. Understood? And this line, which is the diameter of this semicircle, this line is called as the base line of the protractor. A diameter of that circle is the base line or line of reference of the protractor. Understood? So protractor means what? It is a semicircle. What is the use of the protractor? To measure a given angle or to draw an angle of given measurement. Then what is the protractor numbers? What are the numbers on the protractors? From 0 to 180. Means the edge of this semicircle is divided into 180 equal parts. Each part means this small part which you observe between two lines, that every part is called as 1 degree. The distance between any two lines is 1 degree. And for convenience, they have marked the numbers in the multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Between that also lines are there. Means after 60 there will be 61, 62, 63. But these numbers are not written on the protractor. Only the table of 10 is written on the protractor for the convenience. Numbers are marked clockwise also and anti-clockwise also. This point is called as the center of the protractor, and this horizontal line, sleeping line, is called as the base of the protractor. Now let's see how to use this protractor for measuring the given angle. So here some angles are drawn, and by using the protractor we are going to see how to measure the angle. So very first step is this center of the protractor. See this center of the protractor, this point you have to keep on the vertex of the angle. This point B, you can draw a small dot here. This dot, this point B is the vertex. On this vertex you have to keep the center. And the baseline, this baseline should exactly overlap the arm of the angle. हमारे एंगल का आर्म और ये प्रोट्रैक्टर की बेस लाइन बराबर एक दूसरे के ऊपर आना चाहिए. बेस लाइन से ये हमारा आर्म छुप जाना चाहिए, इतना परफेक्टली आपको वो रखना है. सो सेंटर ऑन द वर्टेक्स and baseline on one of the arm of the angle. Like this you have to place the protractor. Center on the vertex, baseline on the arm. Now two zeros are there on the protractor. One zero is here on the left, one zero is on the right. So from which zero we should start counting? The zero which lies on our arm of the angle. हमारे एंगल की आर्म ये है, तो इस आर्म के ऊपर जो ज़ीरो है उस ज़ीरो से हम काउंटिंग स्टार्ट करेंगे. दूसरा ज़ीरो तो एंगल के बाहर है तो उसकी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. सो अगेन सेंटर ऑफ द प्रोट्रैक्टर ऑन द वर्टेक्स, baseline of the protractor on the arm, and start counting from this zero on the right side. क्योंकि हमारे एंगल की आर्म राइट साइड में है, सेंटर के राइट में हमारा एंगल है, तो काउंटिंग भी राइट वाले ज़ीरो से होगी. सो स्टार्ट काउंटिंग 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40. So what is the measurement of this angle? See this 40 line and the arm of our angle, they overlap each other. प्रोट्रैक्टर की 40 वाली लाइन और हमारे एंगल का आर्म दोनों एक दूसरे के ऊपर है. दैट मीन्स द मेजरमेंट ऑफ दिस एंगल इज 40 डिग्री. सो मेजरमेंट इज रिटन एज m. मेजरमेंट ऑफ एंगल ABC is 40 degree. Let us write this with pen. Measure angle ABC is 40 degree. This small circle is the symbol for degree. Understood? And what is small m? This m is for measurement. Measurement of angle ABC equal to 40 degree. Understood? Now let's see the next one. First step, keep the center on the vertex. Second step, baseline should be on the arm of the angle. So center at the vertex, baseline on the arm. Now where is the second line of our angle? It is on 90. It is below the line of 90. Means the measure of this angle is 90 degree. Which zero you will take for counting? This time you will take the left zero, because arm of the angle is on the left of the vertex. So left zero. Here arm of the angle is on the right of the vertex. That's why here we have taken the right zero, and here we will take the left zero. So start counting from 0 and you will reach here at 90. So what is the measure of angle PQR? PQR, it is 90 degree. 90 degree means what? It is a right angle. You can observe it. 90 degree is a right angle. Now, next one, angle LMN. First step, center on the vertex and baseline on the arm. So, which 0 you will take, right or left? Right 0, because angle is on the right side of the vertex. ये vertex है और angle इसके right side में है, तो 0 भी हम कौन सा लेंगे? right side वाला. Now see here, start counting from right 0. ये 0 left है, इसका कुछ काम नहीं है. right 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 और 60 के बाद ये पूरी 60 की लाइन है. 60 के बाद वाली 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th line means 60 and 5, 65. So what is the measure of angle LMN? It is 65 degree. Once again I will show you. Keep the center on the vertex and baseline on our arm. If you just shift the baseline, then your measurement will become wrong. Little bit also if you shift it, then your measurement will be wrong. So like this perfectly you have to keep. Take the 0 on right side, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This line is 60 degree. And after 60, 5th line means 60 and 5, 65. Understood? See here this line. Now our arm is smaller than this line. Means हमारे एंगल का आर्म ये लाइन तक पहुँच ही नहीं रहा है. तो अगर आपको कन्फ्यूजन हो रहा है तो हम क्या करेंगे, जब भी ऐसी सिचुएशन है एंगल छोटा सा है तो हम ये एंगल के आर्म को एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं. एंगल्स के आर्म स्केल से गिन के नहीं बनाते हैं हम. यू कैन एक्सटेंड द आर्म टिल वेर एवर यू वॉन्ट. देन द क्वेश्चन इज, ऐसे हम आर्म्स को एक्सटेंड करेंगे तो क्या उससे एंगल का मेजरमेंट चेंज होगा? सो नो, द मेजरमेंट ऑफ द एंगल विल नॉट चेंज इफ़ यू एक्सटेंड द आर्म्स. ओके, आर्म्स के लेंथ का और एंगल के मेजर का कोई भी रिलेशन नहीं होता है. सो नाउ आई हैव ड्रॉन टिल हियर. इफ़ आई वॉन्ट I can extend it till wherever I want. This will not change the measurement of the angle. Now I have increased the length of the arm. So let's see what is the measurement of the angle. Let's see. Center on vertex, baseline on the arm. So this is 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 65 only. So even if we increase the length of the arm, measurement will not change. Understood? Now one more example we will take. So let's see this angle. This looks like an obtuse angle. So let's see what is the measurement of obtuse angle. This is the center. Keep it on point Y. And the baseline should be on the arm of the angle. Now, where is our angle? On the right side of the vertex. This is the vertex. Our angle is on the right side. So, which 0 we will take on the protractor? Right or left? Right one. Okay. So from right 0, start counting. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So what is the measurement of this angle? 110. Don't write here 70 because 70 is an outside number. और अभी हम इनसाइड वाले ज़ीरोज़ से काउंट कर रहे हैं, तो सारे नंबर हमें इनसाइड वाले ही देखने हैं बिकॉज आवर एंगल इज़ ऑन राइट साइड. सो हाउ टू मेजर दिस? अंडरस्टूड? स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and 110 degree. Don't write here 70. This is obtuse angle, बड़ा एंगल है ये, तो ये 70 का नहीं हो सकता है. It is 110. We can use our common sense also here. So measure angle XYZ. It is 110 degree. 110 degree. Now one more. Again same rule. Keep the center on S and baseline on the arm of the angle. So see, this line and our arm, they are exactly intersecting. Now which zero, left or right? Left zero, because our angle, the arm of this angle is on the left of the vertex. ये vertex है, इसके left में है ये arm, तो zero भी हम कौन सा लेंगे? left वाला. So let's start counting from this 0. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120. And after 120, fifth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 120 and 5, 125. So measure of angle RST. RST is 125 degree. 125 degree. Okay, again I will show you. This is the vertex and the arm is on the left side, so we will take the left 0, adjust the center and the baseline. So left वाला 0 मतलब ये बाहर वाला 0, मतलब सारे बाहर वाले नंबर्स हम काउंट करेंगे. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 up to 120, and after 120, fifth line means 125 degree. Now the last one. Again put the center on the vertex and baseline on the arm. Now right 0 or left 0? Left 0, because our angle is in left direction. राइट में कुछ भी नहीं है, तो राइट वाला 0 बिल्कुल नहीं लेना है. सो लेट्स अगेन प्लेस इट. नाउ काउंट फ्रॉम दिस 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 1, 2, 3. Third line after 50 means 53. So measure of angle ABC is 53 degree. Understood? So in this way you have to measure the angles by using protractor. What is important? Center should be on our vertex. This is called the vertex. Baseline should be on this arm exactly, and take care of the 0. अगर एंगल लेफ्ट वाला है तो लेफ्ट 0, मतलब बाहर वाले नंबर्स काउंट करना. और अगर एंगल राइट डायरेक्शन वाला है मीन्स ये आर्म राइट में है वर्टेक्स के, तो ये राइट साइड वाले 0 से काउंटिंग स्टार्ट करना है. दिस वन थिंग यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. नाउ बाय यूजिंग द प्रोट्रैक्टर you have to solve this problem set 25 in your notebook. Now what you will do, if the angle is like this, it is tilted upside down, so for such an angle what you will do, you will turn your book, then you will place the center at the vertex and baseline on one arm, and then you will count it. Now this line is small, where it will touch we don't know, so we will extend this line. Now again keep the center, place the baseline. Now can you observe? So start counting from right 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and fifth line after 80 means this is 85 degree. So like this you have to turn your book and you have to count it, and for this angle also the same. Now every angle has two arms. See here. So is it necessary that we have to keep the baseline on one arm only? See here, this angle is 40 degree. Can you see? 40, 40. If I keep the baseline on this arm, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने बेसलाइन इस पे रखी थी, अब हम बेसलाइन इस पे रखेंगे, तो उससे क्या होगा? मेजर ऑफ एंगल विल बी सेम ओनली. See here, baseline, take the 0 of the left side, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So this angle is 40 degree. Means even if you keep the protractor on this arm or if you keep the protractor on this arm, measurement of angle will not change, it will be the same only. कोई भी आर्म के ऊपर आप ये प्रोट्रैक्टर की बेस लाइन रख के काउंट कर सकते हैं. सिर्फ ज़ीरो का ध्यान रखना है, राइट वाला ज़ीरो लेना है या लेफ़्ट वाला. प्रोट्रैक्टर रखने के बाद हमारा एंगल जिस डायरेक्शन में है उस डायरेक्शन वाला ज़ीरो से हमको काउंटिंग स्टार्ट करना है. दिस इज़ द बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ मेजरिंग द एंगल. ओके, सो सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम सेट 25 in your notebook. In the next lecture we will start with new topic, drawing an angle of the given measure. Understood? Thank you.